Hi there, I'm Jason Parker, Olympic medalist in speed skating, and I'm so glad to bring you into my home here in Canada to just share a short message with you that I truly believe may have the opportunity and may have the potential to make a huge impact on your life. Because what I want to share has just had a dramatic effect on me, and how it took me from somebody that was just truly sick and tired of getting sick and just frankly being tired all the time. I was just tired of running on empty and catching every cold and flu that was going on out there. And so I want to be able to inspire you to take some really simple changes. I'm going to share something that really made a dramatic improvement in my health. And I want to inspire you, hopefully, to be able to look at something closer, look at that same sort of thing, and in essence, be able to just truly make a change. So I started speed skating when I was 11 years old. I was racing a lot. I was putting a huge amount of stress on my body, and unfortunately, my body just could not keep up. And so after every competition, I would race 16 weekends a year, and after every competition, I found myself either getting a really nasty cold or flu. And so this was really, really frustrating for me. And it took me in to see, I went to my doctor all the time. He got to know me really well. I was trying all kinds of antibiotics and all kinds of different things. And unfortunately, nothing really seemed to help me out too much. And my doctor, very luckily, he'd done a lot of research into some alternative methods. And way back then, so that's like, 26 years ago now. Wow, kind of dating myself. He started recommending that I try all kinds of different nutritional products and vitamins and supplements. And so he had me on every different multivitamin, vitamin C, vitamin E, B complex, stress vitamins, what else? Garlic, just basically everything that he could think of, he had me try it. And still, I went for about 10, 11 years just really, truly struggling with my health. And I missed the Olympics in '94. I got sick before the Olympic trials, and just things didn't go very well. And fast forward 4 years later, I was on the national team, and things have been going really quite well by this point. And for me, it was kind of like a crossroads in my life, and a real turning point for me is that I was coming back from a set of World Cups, and I got really, really sick again. And the reason why this ended up being such a turning point is that it happened at a really bad time. It happened 10 days before the most important competition in my life. And I got really sick. I spent, I think it was like 5 days I spent in bed. I lost something like 10 pounds. And that left me with 5 days to get ready for those Olympic trials. And unfortunately, the 5 days wasn't enough, and my health let me down. And so like many of you were recently for the London Olympics, I found myself in my apartment with my remote control in hand, and I had to watch the Olympics at home. But the thing that really affected me is that I had to watch all of my friends. I had to watch my teammates, people who I competed against, and people who I grew up with, training with. I had to watch them achieve my Olympic dream. And so I was just so frustrated that, I want you to paint you a picture here. I want you to understand that, as a national team athlete, I had a huge support staff. I had coaches, I had strength coaches, I had physiologists, I had sports psychologists, I had massage therapists, physiotherapists, I had registered dietitian. I had all these people, and their goal was to help me to get to those Olympics so that I could represent my country and perform at the highest of my abilities. And something was missing. Something just wasn't working. So I decided that I needed to try something different, because what I was doing obviously wasn't getting me where I needed to go, because this was 2 Olympics now that I missed. And so I started to research everything that I could onto nutrition. I read all kinds of books. I was doing an exercise physiology degree at the university, and just everything that I could get through, I was voraciously reading. And there was one paragraph in one book that literally changed my life. And that book was called Optimum Sports Nutrition by Dr. Michael Colgan. And in that book, he wrote a paragraph about this gentleman by the name of Dr. Myron Wentz and the research that he was doing on the human cell, and how it was going to revolutionize the whole industry of nutrition. Now, being an exercise physiologist, I thought, wow, that sounds pretty awesome. So I started doing my due diligence and I started researching more and more and discovered that he started this company called USANA, USANA Health Sciences. USANA stands for True Health. See, Dr. Wentz had a lot of health problems within his family and his health was failing as well. And he decided to start manufacturing these products. I don't want to get into his whole story, but I highly recommend that you talk to the person who sent you to this video and have them tell you more about Dr. Wentz. And I might do that in a future video as well. But I started reading more and more about him and thought, wow, you know what, this seems like something truly amazing. And so I was, but I mean, there was still, in the back of my mind, I was hugely skeptical because I'd tried so many different products over the 11 years. I had a buddy that worked at a health food store, and every month he'd call me up. He'd be like, Jay, you got to try this product because this is going to help you. And nothing did. And so I set my skepticism aside, and I'm so glad I did because I started using those products. And after a couple weeks, I noticed that I was sleeping better. I started recovering better from my workouts. My energy levels started going up. But the real differences happened a number of months later. I've just found, I realized that, you know what, I haven't really been sick. And I hadn't caught one of those brutal colds or flus that I was so used to getting. That took me out of those Olympics, those 2 previous Olympics. And so but when I started, I made a 6-month commitment that I'd try these products. And so at that 6-month mark, my life was just completely different. And so fast forward a year or so, I had such amazing results that I went to USANA and I said, hey, you know what, my teammates need these products. And so USANA, they agreed with me. And so they so graciously decided to start supporting the Canadian speed skating team and the US speed skating team. And that turned into what's now USANA's athlete program, which is now includes over 600 different professional, Olympic, and elite athletes. And over the last 3 Winter Olympics alone, those athletes, the Olympic athletes alone, have generated over 70 Olympic medals. Now that's something pretty awesome. And so out of those 70 Olympic medals, one of those Olympic medals is something very near and dear to my heart. My own Olympic medal. This is my Olympic silver medal that I won in Torino in 2006. And I guess basically the reason why I'm here today sharing my story is that I honestly know in my heart that I would not have this had I not set my skepticism aside and started researching more about Dr. Wentz and USANA and committed to using their products. Because the difference they made in my life, I can't even say. Because I went from being, like I said, so sick and tired of getting sick and being tired all the time to getting to that point where I felt like for the first time in most of my life that I finally had control of my own health. So what I want to do is I want to strongly recommend and strongly urge you to look further, take control, decide, make a commitment to take control of your own health, and look closer at USANA. Look closer at Dr. Wentz. If somebody invited you to see this video, get back to them and do your due diligence. Look into it closely, because I know you won't regret it. And I guess the last thing I just want to leave you with is that I know I've already said this, but USANA has made such an amazing difference in my life, not only by helping me win this, but by helping me win my health back. And so now my goal is to help inspire others to try and move forward. USANA gave me such a gift. I want to be able to give that gift back. And so now you have this information, but what matters is what you do with this information. So go out there, get back to the person that invited you here. If you found this video on the internet, you can contact me. My contact details are below this, and I'll get back to you personally because I want to help you to be able to get your health back or maintain your health. Because USANA is all about, it's just about helping you be able to live the life that you truly want. they have a new motto, and I just absolutely love it. It's like everything we do is to help you to love life and live it, because that's what life is all about, living it. And so that's what I want to help you do. So I wish you all the best in happiness and health. So get back to the person and invite you to this video, or contact me below, and I really look forward to talking with you and helping make a difference in your life.